Hey there, gentlemen. My name's Tito O, and today I'm going to actually be answering a question that I got from one of my followers. I think what's really interesting about this comment is I got this comment on my video that I did about 800 dates, what I learned from 800 dates. If you haven't seen that video, go check that video out. I'm going to post it somewhere along here. I want to talk to you. I want to answer this question because it's like, how did you go on over 800 dates and then how are you still single, right? And I don't think this is actually talked about enough. I think this is really important to actually talk about this. And before I get into it, I want to tell you a story and then I'm going to bring it back into this. So let's take it, boom, we're back in the 90s, right? And I'm watching adult television when I shouldn't be watching adult television. And it's this show called The Bachelor. And The Bachelor is this show where people are dating, the dating show, right? And you have this man, and this man has all these options of women, and these women are essentially trying to get this man to wife them up. So I remember as a kid, I was like, like this is interesting. Like why is he getting all of this attention from all these women? I was able to resonate with being, a boy, man. I'm like, okay, so like that's the character I play. But like, how is this character getting so much attention? I didn't understand, right? And so then I grow older, and then I start to understand how it works. I start to understand why it works, why this is a thing. And it's really something that we've also always had ingrained in our DNA. And that brings me to answering this question, which is, why are you still single? Well, I'm single because I want to be a bachelor. You get me? By definition, a bachelor is somebody who is unmarried. Simply put, they're unmarried. And then if you take it a step further, they're unmarried with money and they're unmarried with great mental health. You get me? They're thriving, right? They've got great skin. They're fit. They're just living their best life. Unmarried. And that's a bachelor. And so this is really never talked about much, which is how to be a bachelor, enjoying being a bachelor, and not having to amount your worth to being married to somebody. And this could apply to both men and women. There are bachelorettes, there are women out there who are going to be single forever. You get what I mean? And that's just their prerogative. Am I saying I'm going to be single forever? No, I'm not necessarily saying that. But just because you're single and you're a bachelor, unmarried like myself, doesn't necessarily mean I'm single, right? I practice this thing called non-monogamy, and this is some pretty high-level stuff, and it's not for the emotionally weak. It's for people with fortitude, discipline, and we can really get into this for a whole nother video. But in this practice, what allows for me is I'm able to have multiple connections with different people and multiple connections where people value me and I value them, right? Romantic, non-romantic, and so forth and so on. So in this bachelor life that I live, I have options. And naturally, these options, funny enough, some of them do want me to wife them up and others don't, right? And so I say all of this to be like, that's why, and it's something, it allows me to be in a place where I'm able to focus on myself, focus on the things that I want and the things that I desire. And then when I'm ready to play, or when I'm ready to have a good time or have fun or be nurtured or emotionally nurture, I do have options available to do that. And we meet each other on the same place. They're meeting me where I'm at. And so there's a lot of respect. There's a lot of care. I'm cared for these women and I care for them. Am I marrying them? No. Am I single? Yes. But am I alone? No. And so I'm just sharing this with you because I think it's really cool. It's a cool place to get to. And I remember also as a kid, I didn't aspire to be married. My parents had a broken marriage, and that affected us as kids. And from a very young age, I was like, I don't want to go through this. But I do want to be loved, and I do want to love, and I do want to care for people. And so I went on through the journey from a very young child, trying to understand how that works, trying to understand human nature, how to stand woman nature, how to stand manhood, and understand these things. And it allowed for me to create a lifestyle for myself that works. I got into a place from like 12-year-old Tito would be so proud to see me today. I got into a place where I have become a bachelor. And it's what I strive for, and it's what I wanted to do when I was a kid. And it's only growing. And so for those people that do want to get married, Yes, you can definitely date to get yourself married. But for those people that don't want to get married, which is the opposite end of the coin, literally just think of a coin. There's a heads and a tails. I'm not saying that these things are mutually exclusive. They actually exist together, right? For the people who are married, there's your life that you're going to live. And then the people who are not married, there's a life that you're going to live. And who am I to say that either one is going to be happy or not unhappy, right? Who am I to say that? And so I really want to like open you guys up into this world and open you guys up into these types of experiences. Gentlemen, like I want to create gentlemen. I want to create men of discipline, men of favor, men of character. And this is how I'm adding to the world, and this is what I want to do for the world. But I hope this helps, and I hope this answers that question. I'm going to be answering more of my followers' questions as well. You guys just let me know. I'll probably set up a Discord or something like that, and we can chat a little bit more. But guys, if you aspire to be married, you can do that. If you aspire to be a bachelor, you can do that. Shit, you're a man. There's a lot you can do as a man. Cheers, gentlemen. Tito out.